Hello scholars, welcome back to the Kemet Maasai Academy as we continue our motivational videos for students. And as usual, I'm reading from the Student's Master Plan, Hardcore Rules for a Lifetime of Success. The passage that I'm reading this morning is, don't be afraid to question the facts. Don't be afraid to question the facts. As weird as it sounds, the truth may not be true. Facts may not be factual. It has been seen time and time again in human history that many things that were considered to be established facts were later proven to be false. The facts change as we change, as our understanding of the universe expands, and also to suit the convenience of those in power at the time. Sad but true. History was written by, about, and for the convenience of those who were in power. The present is somewhat different because now more lay people have access to information and play an integral role in the dissemination, but those in power are still, shall we say, powerful. Almost every subject that you study at school has seen its share of revision and transformation, especially areas such as science, geography, astronomy, language, and social studies. In Europe during the Middle Ages, it was an established fact that the world was flat, that the earth was the center of the universe, that diseases could be cured by bloodletting, and that child labor was normal and natural. Anyone who cared to argue otherwise was ostracized, denounced, derided, the works. The practice of slavery was hailed as a religious duty, sanctioned by the Christian Bible. As late as the 1980s, there were 4 oceans, not 5. And 9 planets, not 8. And you would be called a dunce bat if you said otherwise. It used to be a fact that no man-made object could have the audacity to carry hundreds of people whizzing through the sky. It used to be a fact that no man-made object could touch the ocean floor. It used to be a fact that no one could stay in Jamaica and send a message or speak directly to someone in New Zealand, thousands of miles away, in real time. When I was growing up, it took 3 weeks before you would find out if your aunt in New York was going to send you any money for your birthday. Nowadays, she can text you instantly. Sorry, hon, can't send any funds. I'm broke. All these things have been made possible by people who had the courage to challenge these so-called facts. Today, many people blindly follow leaders without questioning the facts that are being handed down to them. Television viewers and newspaper readers swallow the news whole and believe every word simply on the basis that they got it from a reliable source. Patients rely wholly on the advice, diagnosis, and prognosis of doctors, often placing their very lives in the hands of these medical men and women who, let's face it, are sometimes dead wrong. Followers of particular religions accept the words of their religious leaders to be true, sanctioned, and unquestionable. Students take for granted that what their teachers tell them is true. When jurors hand down their verdicts and judges declare their sentences, many people take it to be irrevocable. But there are countless people who have been tried, convicted, and sentenced to death. But they did not accept that judgment because they maintained that they were innocent. Through their counsels, they fought against these sentences, and many of them have subsequently been declared innocent and released. If they had accepted the judgment, then more than likely they would have been killed. Many are the stories of patients who were given 6 months or 1 week left to live, but who defied their doctors and are still alive. The fact is that facts change, and sometimes you are the one who has to change them. Facts change as a result of people who have the courage to challenge the facts when they see it necessary. Not people who go around looking for trouble, but those who are quick to pick up discrepancies and inconsistencies and ask about them. In challenging the truth, a student does not need to be rude, vulgar, or haughty. Most of the people in authority are there because they have earned the right to be there. They have paid their dues and make sacrifices to be there. Doctors, teachers, judges, pastors, politicians, they have gotten to their positions because of effort. So don't take that for granted. You need not fly in the face of authority. But conversely, don't accept that these people will always be right, or that there is no other solution than the one that they prescribe. Don't be afraid to question the facts and propose your own possible solutions, no matter how contrary. The truth will prevail in the end. Ultimately, it's not who is right, but what is right, as my uncle always said. So my uncle Benji, he always said this. While I was growing up, I always heard him say it. It's not who is right, it's what is right. Great. Okay, so don't think that because someone in authority tells you something, you have to accept that as fact, or you have to live by that. No, if you are in an institution, institutions have rules, they have regulations, and if you are a part of that institution, then yes, you are obliged to follow those rules and those regulations, right? So no one is saying you should be subversive. Nobody is saying you must be a rebel. What I'm saying is you have to always use your discernment. Your discernment, that's what is innate within you. As a conscious, intelligent being, you have the ability to discern. To look at something and to say, does this make sense? And you need to make a judgment for yourself. Now, as the passage says, there are many times that people are told things by persons in authority, where if they were to have accepted those judgments, those declarations, those prognoses, they would really not be here today. So I'm talking about persons who have been told, you have an incurable disease. You will not live beyond a week, 2 weeks, 6 months. And they did not accept that judgment. They said, well, I understand based on your experience, based on your findings, you might think I don't have more than a week or 2 weeks, but I am going to take matters into my own hands, and I'm going to question those facts that you're giving to me. I'm going to find another way. And there are countless persons who have done that, who have defied these negative prognoses and declarations and are still walking around today because they challenged those so-called facts. Persons have been sentenced to life, sentenced to death, and they did not accept those judgments because they maintained that they were innocent, and they maintained that they still had a chance to prove their innocence, and they fought for themselves. They did not accept the judgment handed down to them, right? So I'm saying you must use your discernment, use your own judgment in everything that you do in life. Don't just blindly accept it because somebody in authority says so. If you have been motivated by this video, I'm sure other students will be motivated as well. So please share the video so students, teachers, parents, everyone might be motivated. If you have not subscribed to the Kemet Maasai Academy, I urge you to do so. And remember, our channel has videos that are mathematics videos from grade 4 to grade 11. So it's not just the motivational videos for students. We have mathematics videos that cover all the topics in the different grades from grade 4 up to grade 11. So take advantage of those videos. Share those videos as well so other students may benefit. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.